Good morning.
Good morning.
Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmaster International Speech Contest. For benefit of everyone, members and guests, let's read out the mission of Toastmaster. Please repeat after me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in self-confidence and personal growth.
greater self-confidence and personal growth.
Thank you, everyone. Before we begin, I have 3 housekeeping rules. First one is, please put your phones on silent mode. Let me give 5 seconds to do that, everyone. All done, everyone? The second thing is, please do not interrupt while speaker takes the stages, or do not make any movement which distract him. And the third thing is, please do not talk on sex, religion and politics. And the another thing is, we are going to record this meeting. We have the mic clips. It does not amplify your voice. It is for video recording. The water bottles are kept aside. Please keep hydrate yourself, and the washrooms are on the right side. With this, I would like to call. He is an explorer of possibilities. He is leader by purpose, and he is a passionate Toastmaster. By profession, the process operation manager, steering the complexity of operations and ERP at Airbus. By passion, he is a Toastmaster for 1.5 years, currently serving as the Area Director C1, VP Membership and immediate past President of Airbus India Toastmaster Club under District 92. What defines about him is a mantra, a simple mantra. Every day is a chance to outdo myself, to learn, to inspire and to grow. With this, I would like to call for today's meeting our contest chair, Vinay Solanki.
So good morning everyone once again.
Good morning.
Okay, so the club members, the contestants, the role takers, judges secretly seated here, as well as every of them who are there as a guest being part of this contest. So I once again welcome to be part of this Whitefield Toastmaster Club as an international speech contest happening here on Sunday morning, Area D1, Division D, District 92. Can we have a round of applause for everyone? So today's contest will be followed as per the rules set by the Toastmaster International. And before we start, I just want to say something about this contest. So when public speaking, it's not about just delivering the words. It's about inspiring the changes, the stories, and connecting with the people that are seated here. So today we have 7 contestants who have stepped forward to prove themselves and challenge themselves. So every speech is like a journey, and every message is a gift. Sit back, relax, and appreciate all the contestants who are on stage bringing their stories for us in today's competition. Can we have a round of applause for all the 7 contestants presented here? And now, before we start, but something to be addressed is the stage. To have this more equal visibility and also have the engagement with the audience, let me define the stage for the audience, for the contestants. So if you see this red mark, this will be your starting, means the end of this and until here. And this black box, which you see everywhere, the square, is your stage area. So all the contestants request the center, the right side, and the left side, and the back side is over there. So this is what your area, which is given as for the contestants. And now to have this more smooth performance and the smooth speech, as well as more effectively and disturbance-free contest, I request everyone to take a couple of seconds to keep the mobile in silence or switch off. I hope that there will not be any disturbance regarding this. Now for this contest, it's not only the contestants, judges, but the role takers as well are important to ensure the contest goes smoothly. So let me introduce all the role takers so that we'll get to know who are the role takers for today's contest. As contest chair, it's me, Vinay Salanki. As contest master, we see Vaishak Suresh. As chief judge, Malya, seated here. And as surgeon of arms, we had Bhima. As surgeon of arms 2, we have Sanjana, who is standing there. Timer 1, we have Loganathan. Timer 2, we have Viba. And as ballot counter or tally counter, we have Manoj seated. Where is Manoj? That's right, I just want to confirm. Okay, can we have a round of applause for these role takers? And now to ensure this contest to take forward and have a smooth progress of this contest, let me welcome our contest master. So he is a person who is a co-founder of a startup company and also area director of D1. So let me put your hands together to welcome our contest master, Vaishak Suresh, on the stage to take it forward for our contest.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
How many of you are excited about today's contest? Very good. Myself included. Welcome to the 2024-2025 International Speech Contest for Whitefield Toastmasters. My name is Vaishak Suresh and I will be the contest master for this contest. The winner and the runner-up of today's contest will advance to the Area D1 International Speech Contest, which is scheduled on 22nd March 2025. We will conduct this contest completely in line with the rules mentioned in the latest speech contest rulebook published by Toastmasters International. I will now read out the rules of the International Speech Contest in brief. Contestants, please note. To be eligible to participate, a contestant must be a paid member of a club in good standing in which he or she is competing and must meet all the eligibility criteria as per the latest speech contest rulebook. For this contest, I declare all contestants are eligible to participate. Contestants must create their own speeches and the speeches must be substantially original. 25% or less of the speech may be devoted to quoting, paraphrasing, or referencing another person's content. Any quoted, paraphrased, or referenced content must so be identified during the speech presentation. Contestants must not refer another contestant or a speech presented by another contestant from this contest. All contestants will speak from the same speaking area as designated by our contest chair during the briefing. The speech timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Contestants who speak for less than 4 minutes and 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds will be disqualified. Timing will begin with the contestant's first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. This is usually the first word uttered by the contestant, but would include any other communication such as sound effects, a staged act by another person. All this starts your timing. The judges, contestants, functionaries, and sergeant-at-arms have been fully briefed on the rules. The contestants have been informed of the location of the timers. Timers? Hands up. Contestants, noted. Timer, please demonstrate the timing cards. The green card will be displayed at 5 minutes and will be on for 1 minute. The yellow card will be displayed at 6 minutes and will be on for 1 minute. The red card will be shown at 7 minutes and will be on until the speech is concluded. No indication will be given post the overtime period. In the event of timing failure, a speaker is allowed 30 seconds extra overtime before being disqualified. Judges are instructed not to consider time in the ranking of their contestants. There will be 1 minute of silence after each contestant for judges to mark their ballots. There will be 2 minutes of silence after the last contestant for the judges to mark their ballots and tally their scores. Protests are limited to eligibility, originality, and reference to another contestant's speech in today's contest, and must only be lodged by the voting judges and/or contestants. Protest, if any, may be lodged with the chief judge and/or with the contest chair prior to the adjournment of this contest. The contest chair for today's contest is Vinay Solanki. The chief judge for today's contest is Malya Raja. Each contestant will be introduced in the following manner: contestant number, contestant name, speech title, contestant name. We have 7 contestants in today's contest. Speaking order was randomly determined during the contestants' briefing by the contest chair. I request the contestants to raise their hand when their name is called. The order is as follows. Contestant number 1, Renju Jacob. RENJU JACOB. Contestant number 2, Akshay Srivastava. AKSHAY SRIVASTAVA. Contestant number 3, Kevin Joy. KAVINJOY. Contestant number 4, Radha Kashinathan. RADHAKASHINATHAN. Contestant number 5, Vinit Kumar Singh. VINITKUMARSINGH. Contestant number 6, Yashendu Paresh Pandey. YASHENDU PARESH Contestant number 7, Abhinesh M. ABINESHM. I confirm all contestants are present in the room. The judges, contest officials, and contestants have all been briefed, and we are now ready to begin the contest. Here are a few reminders before we begin. No one will be allowed in or out of the room when the contestant is speaking. If you have to enter or leave the room, please do so during the 1-minute intervals or after the contest. There shall be no flash photography or videography during this contest. All contestants have requested for a video recording. They will be recorded by the club's video recording device right in front of me. Kindly ensure all electronic noise-producing devices such as mobiles, tablets are switched off and turned to silent mode. I hope all have done that. Additionally, please ensure all human noise-producing devices are also on silent. Contestants, are you ready?
Yes.
Timers, tally counters, and sergeant-at-arms, are you ready?
Yes.
Audience, are you ready?
Yes.
Chief Judge, shall we begin the contest? Ladies and gentlemen, let us begin the 2024-2025 International Speech Contest for Whitefield Toastmasters, Area 1, Division D, District 92. In order to maintain uniformity for all contestants, we will maintain 1 minute of silence before I call the first contestant. Those who have requested to move out to the breakout room, Sergeant-at-Arms, you may please. No, they're sitting outside the room to practice.
Oh, I have to enter through that side?
No, come inside. It's easy for me to move out. Right. Timer, please display the red card when 1 minute is up. 1 minute is up. Keep a timer for 1 minute and show it to me when 1 minute is up. Contestant number 1, please come to the speaking area. Contestant number 1, please repeat after me. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Chief Judge and timers, was the contestant audible? Contestant number 1, Renju Jacob. The terminal, Renju Jacob.
No food, no money, no phone. A starving toddler by my side. I was at an airport in a foreign land. Can you imagine how scary the situation was? Contest Master, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, good morning.
Good morning.
Have you ever watched Tom Hanks' movie The Terminal? I see people nodding. In which he got stranded at an airport in a foreign land. He was all alone, like him. I too got stranded at an airport in a foreign land, but I was not alone. My 2.5-year-old daughter was there with me. Our family touched down Frankfurt Airport, Germany on July 28 morning 9 a.m. 2022. We were on our way to Sweden to visit our immediate family. At the moment we stepped into the airport, we understood something is off. Because we were greeted by an empty arrival hall. Very unusual, right? Ground staff strike at Frankfurt. No one in vicinity to ask for help. And our layover was just 1 hour. We ran to the designated gate, but our flight was gone. So we ran back, approached the airline team. To make our forward journey possible on that same day, they split us into 2 groups. Me and my kid in one group, my husband and his mother in another flight. For this journey, we had enabled international roaming in my husband's phone. We had secured an international debit card connected to that phone. Now you might got where I am pointing to, right? And it was a lucky day for them. Their flight took off on time, leaving us behind. See ya! Not that happy, but see ya. And our flight, it got delayed. During pilot announcement in our flight, he announced something funny, but in German language. My curiosity kicked in. I did poke the person, the foreigner sitting next to me, and asked in a feminine tone, what did he say? Oh, silly. Our flight got cancelled. Me and my kid, we are stuck at Frankfurt. No food, no money, no phone. You might want to consider going back to India. India? I cannot afford a cup of coffee and he wants me to consider going back to India? No more feminine voice. I asked him, would you mind sponsoring us, me and my kid, just two of us? No, I was just trying to be polite. Oh, polite. Thank you for being considerate. I will consider your suggestion. And we slowly walked to the airline terminal. Again, presented my plea. I don't have a phone to communicate. I don't have money. I don't have food. I don't know your language. I have a toddler starving. I want to feed her. Please help me. This time, they gave me a waiting list ticket for night 9:30 flight and a €10 coupon to feed my child on the grounds of having a toddler separated from family due to their decision. We spent around 9 hours in the terminal, and once during that period, I fed my kid with a coupon. It's not that every restaurant in airport will accept those coupons of charity. I literally had to come off my high horse and approach restaurant after restaurant because I couldn't let my kids starve for my ego. Have you ever done that? Have you ever kept your ego at doorsteps for your loved ones? Then you will understand. Our one day evolved around the formalities at the terminal, and we got our waiting list ticket confirmed by night 9:30. Luckily, there was a cancellation, and we reached Sweden by night 12:30. Our family reunited in Sweden because the other team touched down Sweden by the same time after visiting 2 more countries. And my mother-in-law immediately ticked off those countries from her bucket list. There is nothing much to see. So we left immediately. I could hear the script background. It was the most challenging journey our family ever had. Yet the most memorable one. Challenge can make your journey memorable. It can make the strongest and deepest connection between family members. Embrace them. There's a tailored for this story. We filed case against the airlines, and the German court passed the verdict in favor of us. We got compensation for the troubles we went through. Fight for justice, irrespective of the geographical boundaries. of this beautiful world. Thank you. Over to you, Contest Master.
We will now maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer, please show the red card when 1 minute is up. Sergeant at Arms, please prepare contestant number 2. Contestant number 2, please come to the speaking area. Contestant number 3, please come to the speaking area. Yeah. Please come to the speaking area. Please note that the speaking area starts from here in the back within the black box. Okay. Contestant number 3. Thank you. Contestant, can you ask him to come back again? Yeah. You can.
Luminous.
Contestant number 3, please come to the speaking area. Contestant number 3, please repeat after me. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Chief Judge and Timers, is the contestant audible? Contestant number 3, Kevin Joy. The real happiness. The real happiness, Kevin Joy.
I'm sure all of you at one point in your life would have gone to YouTube and searched for what are the ways to become happy in life. At some point, you might ask, YouTube will give suggestions as to there are 5 simple ways to become happy. How you can become happy in your family, how you can be happy at work. The third one is impossible, so you can strike that out. Now, I recently came to discover that happiness is something that is so cheap. You don't have to even pay a dime. That's the truth. But what is the world trying to portray? You take credit cards, spend credit cards, take loans, go to Thailand, go to Europe to get happiness. Show people that you're happy. That's what the world is trying to portray, right? Now let me tell you about some of the world famous ways of how world wants us to be happy. One of that is binge watching. One more Game of Thrones episode and I'll go to sleep. The time is 2:30, tomorrow you have office. You have to reach office by 9 a.m. Your boss is going to be mad at you. You will suffer at work. If you have dark rings, you will have extra ring on that. And then we have binge eating, right? Because you deserve it. You are working so hard, you have to eat a lot, right? You eat your tummy full, then you have to eat tiramisu. Because you have to show someone else that you are eating tiramisu. That's important. Then we have binge drinking, right? We have happy hours, so we have to go for happy hour. We need to drink. It's happy hour. We get liquor for cheap rate. And next day you get something called hangover, right? Does that make you really happy? No. And let me not get into what happened, not what happened this year, but every year on 1st Jan in Church Street. So it's not happiness. It's actually embarrassment for themselves and the people who work with them and stay with them. And there's also one more, and the latest development in what the world has brought us to is the social media happiness, right? We have to post everything on social media and then we have to check how much likes has it become. If it's 10 likes after 24 hours, you might delete the post. Saying, okay, it never happened. Sometimes we'll go to such an extent that we'll like hopeless posts of our friends so that they will like in return. But that also never happens, right? So these are the kinds of things that world has portrayed to show how to be happy. But what is the truth? Or I wouldn't say it's a truth. It can differ from person to person. But at least the knowledge that has been passed over by generations, that our parents say in our house, which all of us already know, the way to get happiness. What are those? To start off, I would like to say with exercise. Some kind of exercise, some kind of workout. Or maybe if you want to do yoga, you can do that. Okay. So after you do yoga, what happens? You start sweating, right? And you start sweating, and that initial part is very difficult. The initial start that I want to start with my workout or I want to start doing yoga is always difficult. It's not easy. But then you attain some kind of happiness after doing it. That's what I'm talking about. So it's very important to have some kind of workout or fitness activities in your life. Focus on the food that you eat. Okay. If you eat a salad, you look like you are what you eat. That's what they say, right? So if you eat a salad, will you look like a vegetable? No. But if you eat junk food, you look like a potato. Okay, so let's get the facts straight here. All of us know what is right and what is wrong, but still we do the blunder. So let's stop and let's start practicing healthy eating. It's not easy. It's not, sometimes the food is not tasty, but later you will reap the benefits. Then, continuous learning. See, in Bangalore, we have one grace or one good thing that we got from Bangalore. What is that? Traffic jam. So utilize that time to do some learning. Okay, if you are not getting the proper concentration to read a book, okay, start using mediums through which you can learn books through audio, like Audible. Instead of listening to the same song on loop and instead of watching Vampire Diaries on the way to work, at work, what is going to happen? It's going to be a normal life, right? You're not a vampire, you're a normal human. So you don't have any such qualities in you. Instead, start learning something which is beneficial, which is actually going to make a difference in your life. Apart from that, also you can, this is one of the most important. If you want to attain happiness, okay, you got to be kind and start treating people with respect and start being humble. These are that's the minimum that you need to do to get happiness. If you start becoming kind, it's not easy because in the beginning it might not reciprocate. But later on, that will start reciprocating. The moment you show kindness to someone, he will reciprocate it to someone else, and that person will do it to someone else, and that's how we build a chain. So these are some of the things that will attain happiness for you. So now, do you really think that all the worldly pleasures is the reason why that will make you actually happy? No, you don't have to even pay a dime. That's the beauty of how nature has created us. And let's start appreciating it. I would also like to say that the next moment you feel like, okay, I want to be happy, let me buy a pizza. Or just because I want to be happy, let me scroll through the Instagram, the continuous scrolling, right? It's not going to make you happy. You're just going to lose your life and time, and it's only going to make you sad. So it's a moment when you realize that happiness is something that cannot be bought but can only be realized. Thank you, and back to you.
We will maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Time up. Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms, please prepare contestant number 4. Contestant number 4. Contestant number 5, please come to the speaking area. Please note that the speaking area starts from here all the way to the back between the black boxes. Contestant number 5, please repeat after me. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Chief Judge and Timers, was the contestant audible? Contestant number 5, Vineet Kumar Singh. The next step, Vineet Kumar Singh.
What's your next step? Not next 5 years plan, not your life goals, just your next step. Contest chair, Toastmasters, and dear guest. 5 years back, I met a woman named Priya in a Toastmasters club. She was not thinking about long-term plans, goals, aspirations, promotions. The only thing she was thinking is surviving. Her husband was suffering from a terminal illness and he was bedridden for last 2 years. She had 2 young children to take care of and her salary barely managed her expenses. Yet she came in the Toastmasters club and asked me, Vineet, are you my mentor? I heard that you are going to be my mentor in the club. I said, yes. What do you want to achieve, Priya? And Priya she looked at me and said, I don't know. I just want to, when I speak, I don't want to, shake my voice. My body starts shaking, something on those lines. I just want to take few next steps. That day I realized, many a times, the only thing we want to do is the next step. Not thinking about the past memories, not planning the future imagination, but just the next step. And she started working on next steps in the club. After some time, she called me and said, and she was very nervous on the call, and she said, Vineet, I'm really nervous. I told to my boss that I started working on public speaking, and what he did, he said, tomorrow's customer presentation you are going to lead. And I was nervous. But I thought, let me check with you. What do I do? What if I mess up completely? I said, so you mess up. What's the big deal in that? But think about it. What if you don't mess up? What if you don't think about so many things that you can do? Just focus on the next step, prepare well, and go there. Something happened to her. Later on, she said it was an aha moment for her. Next day, she took the center stage the moment boss, his manager, introduced her. And she owned the moment. And that sparked something in her. She started becoming very confident in her speeches. She was reducing her shakiness in her voice and everything. But then life had some different plans. Her husband passed away. And she was devastated. She was drowned into the responsibilities that she was into all alone, barely managing her expenses. And she called me, Vineet, I really want to not continue on working my communication skills and all that. I just want to quit these things. And I said, for a moment I thought, let me become a motivational speaker for her. Let me say, Priya, you can rise like a phoenix. You can do something great. You can explore your unlimited potential inside you. But then, thanks God, I held myself. And I said, I understand, Priya, you are going through so many things. But what's your next step? Can you think about your next step? And she said, yeah, what if I started getting a better role? Starting managing my expenses well. And she started focusing back on her job. And recently I heard that she became vice president in her company. And she has completely transformed herself. And she is living a great life, successful life. How many of you are parents here? Recent new parents? Some of you? Okay. I'm a second time parent. Recently I have had one more child. He's 1 year old. And he's still learning to walk. I saw him once. He was on the table trying to somehow wake up. He was pushing himself up, but he fell down. Again he tried to push up, again fell down. He kept on doing for 10, 20 times. 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. And 6th day he was able to climb up. Just think about him. As an adult, what will we think? Man, Mama is watching me, Papa is watching me, friends are watching me. What if I fell down? Everyone, I will feel so embarrassed. But 1 year child, he is just focused on the next step. And now he started walking recently. Priya's story, my son Suvik's determination, taught me we can't live in past memories and future imaginations. The only thing that we have is present, this moment, and plan for the next step. Think about it. How many of you are still holding yourself to give your first customer presentation? How many of you are holding yourself to do something that scares you? How many of you are holding yourself to do something that you wanted since so long? Many of us. The only reason is we stay either in the past, the fear of something that has happened, or the future imagination that might happen. Think about it. What if we start thinking just about the next step? The next step, contest.
We will now maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer. Sergeant at Arms, please prepare contestant number 6. Contestant number 6, please come to the speaking area. Please note that the speaking area starts from here all the way to the back between the black boxes. Contestant number 6, please repeat after me. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Chief Judge and timers, was the contestant audible? Contestant number 6, Yashendu Paresh Pandey, The Grapevine. The Grapevine, Yashendu Paresh Pandey.
During the summer holidays, a little Yashendu sat in front of a lush green garden. Towards the corner of the garden was a small grape vineyard. But Yashendu was a little upset. In fact, he was so upset that he did not take notice when his grandfather walked in and started planting metal rods into the soil. After a point of time, when he realized, he asked his grandfather, "Baba, why are you planting metal rods into the soil? Don't trees grow from wood?" The concept of seeds was lost on little Yashendu. His grandfather laughed and then replied, "Son, these are support beams. This will help the grapes to climb up and grow to their full potential. These grapevines can fruit grapes as sweet as barfi, but only if they learn to lean on the support beams as they grow. I realized that you are upset. अपनी फिक्रें बता दो या फिर छोड़नी पड़ेंगी. It is better to reach out before you tap out." The little Yashendu does not remember what problem he faced that day. And yet, this interaction is lodged as a core memory in the back of his head. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, Contest Master, and my dear guests. Little Yashendu grew up. He grew up to be a 16-year-old with an ambition in his eye. The ambition? To crack the premier institute for any aspiring Indian engineer, the IIT. Now, the way IITs are structured, especially for the unaware, is you have to crack something called the JEE, an entrance exam that has one simple structure. If you meet the prerequisites, then the only thing that matters is your performance on the single day, on the singular session that you are allotted. I had spent 2 years of my life preparing for the exam. In fact, leading up to the exam, I was so overcome with anxiety and stress that I found myself waking up in the middle of the night in cold sweats. In fact, the cold sweats took me on so bizarrely that I started having nightmares that I cannot even describe. I used to know the answers. I'm going for the mouse, and the mouse disappears. I wake up in the middle of the night and remembering, was chirality asymmetric or symmetric? To those of you who did not get that reference of chemistry, imagine my fright, a blanket in my hand and wondering what chirality does. As if 2 nights ago, I was going to recall what I could not remember in the past 2 years of my preparation. Then the D-Day arrived. I sat there in the center, willing and ready to face the challenges. But truth be told, audience, I was nervous. I was much more nervous than I am now in front of my manager during appraisals. However, for the next 3 hours, the only things that mattered were the questions in front of me. During the exam, I could not think anything else. How many of you have had those times when you know that you've done the hard work and the preparation, and yet that day was not your day? I did not need the results to know what was going to happen. When I exited, I could feel the gates of my dream institute closing as I was on the precipice of it. On the ride back, my mind was consumed with questions. What now? Will I have to take a drop year? If I take a drop year, won't my peers get ahead of me? What if I take a drop year and the same thing repeats? Then what? The ride stopped, but the questions didn't. In fact, I was so consumed by these questions that I felt an overwhelming sense of anxiety grip me day in and day out. My mood soured, I turned foul, and my behavior slightly changed. I was unhappy even during the joyous family gatherings. In fact, my behavior had changed so much that my parents took notice. One evening, my father called and sat me down. Yash, is something bothering you? My lips were sealed. I could not utter a word until I heard a voice struggling from the back of my mind. Reach out before you tap out. I shared my anxiety with father, and my father quite maturely replied, coming from a dropper myself, it is not worth taking a year's gap. You have the marks, apply to an NIT. There is a difference between an NIT and an IIT, but not enough to warrant a year's gap. In fact, this overfitting blazer that I wear in front of you is from the very man whose advice I decided to heed to that day. And I am extremely happy that I did so. You see, if I did not listen to him that day, I would have missed out on experiences that I hold very near and dear to myself right now. One of those experiences going to an IIT Patna and winning an annual hackathon, beating the IITians at their own game. We often face our toughest battles in isolation, and we feel that sharing our thoughts will make us weak. Friends, a box and its contents seem the safest when it's closed up, but that is not its purpose. It is only useful as long as you are able to open and share its contents when necessary. When I look at this room, I see a lush, full green vineyard with grapevines ready to immense to their full potential. You only need to lean on someone. You need to reach out before you tap out. Contest Master.
We will now maintain 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Timer. Contestant number 7, please come to the speaking area. Please note that the speaking area starts from here till the back between the boxes. Contestant number 7, please repeat after me. Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Welcome to Whitefield Toastmasters.
Chief Judge and timers, was the contestant audible? Contestant number 7, Abhinesh M. It's all right. It's all right, Abhinesh M.
I am on my motorbike at the Hope Farm signal waiting for it to turn green. A group of motorcyclists have already occupied the footpath to gain a vantage point to be ahead of me. The cars and everybody else have crammed into every inch of space that is available there just to get ahead of me. The 2 lanes of road has now become 4 lanes magically. Nobody knows why. We are always in a rush to get ahead somewhere. As soon as the signal turns green, all hell breaks loose. Like soldiers at the battlefront, we lurch forward with breakneck speed, only to come to a grinding halt in the next 50 meters because of some traffic snarl. Why did we rush in the first place? This is our daily commute, yet our attitude never changed. As the great human dictionary, Shashi Tharoor, once said, everyone is in a hurry, but nobody seems to be on time. It's always true that I find it funny. I guess this is one of the sins or drawbacks of living inside a city, where we need to run faster in order to stay in the same place. Can we not slow down? Traffic is just one example. After this adventure that I call my daily commute, I reach my office only to be bombarded by a list of tasks, deadlines, presentations. There is no time to take care of everything because somehow everything has the highest priority, but the time is limited. There can be some cases of genuine urgency, but as an article in Harvard Business Review points out, many such activities that we work on come under a category called as false urgency, a form of unproductive busyness. Yet the task remains in front of me and needs to be completed. 40 hours of week is not enough. People are contemplating about 70 hours, 90 hours, 120 hours. Because who cares and why not? Who cares about the employees? We stretch ourselves and finally look at the clock. It's 7 o'clock. We start going home and we feel relaxed because home is where we can find some solace. But the pressure doesn't stop haunting us. A more sinister kind of pressure ensnares our personal lives. As we are technologically connected to each other because of the huge social network that we are a part of, we are constantly reminded about the exploits of our friends, relatives, and even neighbors. Do I not live my own life based on my decisions? Or do I get disoriented by the fancy car my neighbor is driving? Everybody knows that we shouldn't compare our lives with somebody else, but it's easier said than done. When I'm going from office to home, I see these huge advertisement billboards in front of an apartment complex which is under construction, selling their flats shamelessly for 1.7 crores onwards. It's unachievable. Are you kidding me? It's mental. To be up to the expectations of myself and those around me, I need to be in this race to achieve the unachievable. Can we not slow down? Can we not bring the pressure down? Is it not worth our time to take a moment in our life in order to just imbibe the environment around us and just take a judicious step towards a better life that we endeavor for? A wise man once told me, pressure is not given, it's taken. I stand by his words. I tried to incorporate this into my life. In my office, if I feel that I am overwhelmed, I feel burnt out, I tell myself, it's all right, and then move on. Because undue pressure is just counterproductive. In my personal life, when I feel that I am lost, when I feel that the world around me is crumbling down, I tell myself, it's all right, and I take a breather or talk to one of my closest friends. If I'm on the road driving, sometimes I take the leftmost lane, to you left is this one, and drive as slow as permitted. Watch the traffic zoom past me. I find it soothing because I realize that I am not a part of that race. Implementation of this particular mindset is extremely tough. It's demanding. Honestly, I'm not there yet. But I am working towards making my life a little bit better than what I am living now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you find yourself in a deadlock, if you find yourself lost, if you find yourself burnt out, stressed out, overwhelmed, just give a little pat on your back and say, it's all right. Because we deserve a peaceful life. Do we not? Honda chair.
We will now maintain 2 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots and submit the same to the tally counters. Sergeant at Arms, I request you to escort the Chief Judge and tally counters to the breakout area. Done.
You will end with the participant certificate. उसके पहले प्लीज ये पढ़ देना. We should have paused it there.
Dear contestants and members, the XCOM of Whitefield Toastmasters are thrilled to announce a new initiative aimed at honoring the bravery and dedication of all our contestants who have completed their levels, participated wholeheartedly, and showed exceptional spirit throughout their journey. Each one of you deserves the highest applause and recognition for your remarkable efforts. To the new members of our club, we extend a warm welcome and encourage you to step onto this contest stage as contestants or role takers in the next contest. Embrace this opportunity to unleash your potential and make a lasting impact with your unique talents. Remember, good things begins with a single step, and every effort counts towards your personal and professional growth. Let's continue to inspire and support each other on this incredible journey. So, are you all pumped to participate in the next club contest? Yes? Great. We will now proceed to felicitate the contestants with the participation certificates. Contestant number 1, Renju Jacob. weird angle. You can just. Thank you. Please stay here for a photograph and we'll take it at the end. Stay. Akshay Srivastava. Thank you. Kevin Joy. Thank you. Stay. Radha Kashinathan. Thank you. Vineet Kumar Singh. Yashendu Paresh Pandey. Thank you. Abhinesh M. Thank you. Let's have a group photo. Contest chair, please.
Show your certificates, please. We spend money.
Everyone smile, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's have a thundering applause for our contestants. All right. So we had some guests in the morning, right? Can you just tell us how you felt being this the first contest that you have witnessed? Please come. Let's have a round of applause.
Thank you everyone again for listening. Thanks in advance. As I mentioned in the morning, this is my third session and it is really energetic, enthusiastic, exciting. Today I witnessed the 7 wonders over here and they made a very genuine, from the heart and a very emotional attempt. Why I am quoting emotional? Because more or less all of them, their stories or their speeches were connected to their past life, their experiences, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, but they try to put it and compost it in a very, very punch-packed packet when especially this gentleman was always eager and ready to show that. So, congratulations to all. For me, actually coming here, talking for 7 minutes, that itself takes a courage. So, from my heart, everyone is a winner. So, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Yeah, please.
Can you put it on my shirt? Can you put it on my shirt?
Yeah.
This was a This was a great experience to see everyone going on an international level and giving their speeches and sharing their experiences, the way they got the twist, plot and all. It was great. So I enjoyed listening to each and everyone's speeches, and I hope I'll get some learnings from them. Thank you.
Thank you. Aman. Thanks, Aman. Okay, so shall we hear from the contestants how they felt when they came on the stage? Yes? All right. So let me mix up the order a little bit and call Kevin on the stage. Let's give them a challenge as well. Let's make it an impromptu speech with just 1 minute in hand. Timer, please note.
So Toastmaster is always about the timing, right? So that's good that you have it. Yeah. So just to let you guys know, I was an ex-Toastmaster of Whitefield. Then I took a break and I came back today. And I thought from this term I will be on time. And the first day I'm late by half an hour. First of all, so sorry that I had to keep you guys waiting for half an hour. But otherwise, about this experience, I think this is one of the speech that I've actually prepared a little bit. Usually I don't prepare well for speeches. So this is one speech that I prepared for. Now I understood that it is important to prepare for a speech, or if you're going to do a presentation in office, very important to prepare at least 5 to 6 times in front of a mirror or a camera. And I would suggest everyone to do the same. I hope it's 1 minute. This is a timer card. Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think Kevin was one of the first Toastmasters who I saw give a 7-minute impromptu speech for the last contest. All right. Next, let's have Radha Kashinath.
Thank you so much. First of all, thank you everybody for attending this contest and spending your Sunday with us. As a contestant, I can't speak much because this is not a good thing to be shared. So please do not get motivated with this. I couldn't prepare. I didn't prepare properly. But I would like to share the experience of organizing a contest. From last 2 to 3 weeks, the entire executive committee is trying their best to give the best experience to all those people who are either participating, attending, or taking roles. So I think in the last 2-3 weeks we just spent our time, had so many calls and made sure that from the venue to snacks to gifts to role players, everything was arranged. So that's about my experience, Vaishak. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it's very evident from how the contest is organized, so kudos to you and the ExCom. Next, Renju Jacob.
How do I look? It's the first time I'm wearing a formals. Well, last time I was not a contestant. I just participated as an audience. And then everyone came in formals, all in blazers, formal dress. Then I thought it's a mandate thing for this one. So I purchased one for this. And then I realized, today I said, where is Abhinesh? He came, he always come better than this in contest. So I should take inspiration from him and go ahead with the casuals always. But I feel good in formals also. That's my experience. Thank you.
Thank you. One thing Toastmasters teaches you is to how to dress in formals. We get used to it after a point of time. Akshay Srivastava.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's been numerous presents on the stage I have taken last 2 years. Every time I think that this time I will not have that butterflies in my stomach because I have been onto this stage so many times. But this thing is inevitable. This thing is inevitable, and it has to be there, and sometimes by the stroke of luck it might turn up in a different direction, which is good for you, and it can turn in a different direction also, but you cannot avoid the jitters. You can only become a little more capable to hide them well. That's my experience. Yeah.
Well said. Abhinesh. He's not so bad, huh?
Yeah, as it was emphatically put forward by I am a bit informal. So I started preparing for my speech on Monday last week, and then I get a call saying, Abhinesh, can you take a call at 8:30? That was from my office. And then the same thing happened over the entire week, and somehow that has become my daily life as of now. But somehow I prepared for the speech and gave it. What I learned from preparing a speech is basically how to put forward my thought in the form of words, and then to connect directly with the audience. That's what I attempted to do today. I hope I did reach to your mind, and I hope I did influence you in any way. Do your work as your manager wants you to do. And please, Shweta is not here, so thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Vineet Kumar Singh.
So I'm also probably in the same category almost of Abhinesh in not wearing formal, semi-casual. All right, so I think for me it's always a great experience to participate in contests. Unfortunately, I was not at all in momentum last 4 or 5 months. I was not even coming to the club, unfortunately. But then Radha is really keeps helping us. I was not able to see the messages. Then she will send it one to one, and then you have to anyhow see. And so that's a good thing, of course. So you make sure that we kind of participate. And I think so. That's how I again, we should not say that, but I was also not very well prepared. I actually wrote my speech yesterday, and so situation are pretty busy in my professional life at this point of time. But somehow that's why the topic also I chose is the next step. Don't think about the future, imagination, what you can do and all. Just come here and deliver something. So not a good example, but did something.
Thank you. I think this is a story of most of the contestants. It's just like 2-3 days before, oh God, there is a contest, I need to start preparing. All right, last, Yashendu.
I think I'd like to start this with the journey that came before the speech. So January 14 of this year, I had been in Toastmasters for almost 12 months or 13 months. 1 year, one. I had finished L1 P2. So essentially, in the past 1.5 months, I have given more speeches than I had given in the past 1 year. And it has been thank you. It has been a proper grind, and essentially I messaged Radha as well that on Thursday I finished my speech, and then I came out of the conference hall and I typed to Radha, please complete my approval for L2 completion. But yeah, the reason I wanted to push forward, and I hope that all of you also push yourselves forward for, okay, the next IIC is next year, but even for other contests that happen is, because I've seen the contests only become better when more competitors are there. And I hope that you guys also take up and start your journey and get involved in contests as well. That's all I have. Thank you.
It's that one contest that comes is sort of like a time when people start eye-opening, like, oh, I should have finished L2. Maybe some more time I could have spent for this. So that all eye-opening comes for a contest, and it's contest when you realize that, hey, he can do it, she can do it, I should be able to do it, right? So, great job, wonderful speeches, and congratulations to all the contestants. So, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the 2024-2025 International Speech Contest for Whitefield Toastmasters Area 1 Division D District 92. It has been an absolute pleasure hosting this contest, and I'm eagerly waiting for the results. Aren't you? Yes? Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. Back to the contest chair.
Can we have a round of applause for the contest master, Vaishak? Ensuring to have the smooth contest performed throughout from starting till now. So before I announce the result, I would like to call upon the Chief Judge on the stage, Area Director and the Contest Master, Vaishak, and Distinguished Toastmaster Division Director, Yashka Deva on the stage. Yes. So before the result is announced, there was one time disqualification and there was no protest raised. Okay, so the winner and the first runner-up will be going for the area level. I'll be announcing from the second runner-up, first runner-up, and the winner of this contest. So the second runner-up goes to Abhinesh Yam.
Wait. This one.
I gave the certificate. You can do this.
I will ask the area director to pass it. I will ask you.
Yes.
You can stand over here. The first runner-up who will be representing Area D1 is Akshay Srivatsa. And the winner of Whitefield Toastmaster Club, who will be also representing Area D1, is Radha Kashinathan. Congratulations. Here it is. And that. Can I request both of you? Thank you. And the contest is adjourned and officially Whitefield Toastmaster Club ISC has been concluded. So now I request everyone to be seated. The contest is adjourned. We are done. All the formalities being that formal in the contest. It's free time. Before that, a lot of things have been planned by the club. And I request a couple of 10 minutes to be seated so that President and the winner of this club has something to say, right?
Certificates.
Yeah, that will be done. Okay, so now it's time to announce or give the certificates and roll takers who had ensured that this contest goes smoothly and ensure that everything happened very calmly and so smoothly. So let me call one by one all the roll takers. I request to be on the stage. So first, contest master Vaishak Suresh.
Thank you.
Oh, really? Please hold it. No photos, you can do video cover.
Can we have a round of applause for our contestants, please?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And next, to the Surgeon of Arms, Sanjana, on the stage, please. Well done. There it is. I can come front. Thank you. You can stand here. And to the other person who started this contest, Bhim Shankar, Surgeon of Arms. Well done. Here it is. Thank you. You can stand here. And this person who was showing cards for everyone, that you have to be out of the stage very soon. Loganathan, timer, to be on the stage. Great job. Yeah. Okay, so the next person was like fastest finger first clicking on the timer and the timing as well. Biba as timer roll. Great job. Okay, you can stand it. And next person is tally counter who ensured to collect the right ballots from the right judges. Manoj on the stage, please. Great job. And here. Do we have Samir? No, okay. And how can we miss the main person of today's contest, the Chief Judge, who ensured that the contest goes smoothly and no protest to be raised. Great job. And here it is.
Thank you.
Certificate.
Once again, round of applause for our
You can start. And how can we forget that without me, how the contest can go ahead? So it's myself, I will have it. Or from the
Congratulations, Vinay. Thank you so much.
request all the roll
Thank you so
takers
much,
for
Malia.
a group pick.
Malia, thank you so much.
We'll have a group pick with all the roll takers. Certificate लेना? ये बाद में तो cost cutting बोलेंगे. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We had many speakers on the stage and everyone gave their views, but we missed to call one person. That is our division director, Distinguished Toastmaster Yashka Deva, on the stage to talk about few points about the contest. Over to you. Anything that you want to stop.
Hello everyone. ISC International Speech Contest is always close to my heart because I never participated nor won. I won table topics, I won evaluation, I even won humorous contest but not international speech contest. Unfortunately from last 2 years I'm not eligible to participate. So let's see, when time comes I would definitely want to be on this stage giving that 5 to 7 minute speech. The reason why I didn't participate is I couldn't find my speech yet. I'm still in search for it. Once I find it, definitely I'm going to keep. So that's the process that I follow. I take a speech I mature it, bring it to a stage, and then put it in docs and keep it for future reuse. That's how I use my speeches. I'm very happy to see great speeches that happened today. Right, as someone pointed out, it's not easy to stand here for 5 to 7 minutes and give a speech. Thanks to Radha, kudos to Radha and Akshay who are going to represent Area D1. Looking forward to attend the contest and see their performances. I'm pretty sure she'll prepare better for the contest. Okay, so yeah, that's what few words. Congratulations to the club. It's my first time coming to Whitefield Club. Finally, I made it on the contest day. Unfortunately, my home club has the same timings of it, so it's like a clash, but always every week. But I thought, let me make it this time and come. Thank you so much for the entire event organization. Thank you so much. Back to you, Contest.
Okay, so let's call upon the president to talk about some celebrations that's been planned right now. And over to you. The stage is yours.
It's very important to recognize this person's effort who made sure that everything is flawlessly managed and executed. Please give a huge round of applause. I know we are very late and we have planned certain things for you. I won't take much time. I'll start with the first recognition, a special recognition to this person. She was a member of Whitefield Toastmasters Club. She was part of executive committee. She was the best, one of the finest sergeant-at-arms one club can have. And she has helped us with venue multiple times. Whenever Whitefield Toastmasters needed her, she was there. She's not part of the Toastmasters right now because of some personal engagement, but still, she made sure from the venue to refreshments, everything was sorted. May I request everybody to please welcome her on stage and congratulate for all her efforts and tell her that we really miss her and we want her to be back. Please help me welcome Monica. Thank you. Alright, thank you so much everybody. I recognize all the district officials present here. Thank you so much area directors, division director for making to the contest. Thanks to all the role players, voting judges and guests who were there since 9:40 or 9:30. We really appreciate your enthusiasm towards the contest. And from the entire executive committee, we want to thank each one of you to make this contest a special one. This is the only contest, a club contest, which will fall under this tenure. And the entire executive committee, from immediate past president to VP membership to Sergeant Arms, VPPR, everybody put efforts to make sure that the experience is better for you. So thank you to my executive committee. Cake cutting ceremony for the members who had their birthdays in Jan and Feb month. We'll be doing that, and we also have arranged some yummy snacks, so please do not leave after the group photo. And we meet every Sunday at 11. The details about the venue and agenda will be shared. Those who are not part of the guest group can become a part, and those who have not signed the attendance sheet, please sign. And thank you so much. With that, should I do that? With the sound of this label, I declare Whitefield Toastmasters International Speech Contest